muss is a thick, creamy muss your family will love. Made with love by Clover.
Wow, well done, Danilo and team. Now, in celebration of our much-loved Tata Madiba, who would have turned 100 years old today, we took the inspiration to cook one of his favorite hearty meals. Oxtail stew with savoury dombolo is on the menu, so join us as we commemorate his great legacy. SMS the keyword CLOVER to 33650 to get a list of ingredients you'll need for this traditional dish.
And it's really a dish you're going to want to make.
You're going to rock my soul today with this beat, huh?
I made you that lamb yesterday.
I know!
And how good was that?
It's just killing me this week.
Okay, now the oxtail.
I love oxtail.
It's easy. It takes time. That's it. So in this bowl over here, we're going to start with the dombolo. I've got some flour, sugar, salt, and yeast.
Yeast, yeah.
Right, let's drop it down. Then we're going to go in with some cheese. You can use whatever cheese you like.
You're putting cheese in your dombolo?
Yeah, you know what? Okay, don't start with that private school stuff.
Oh,
it's
no.
not.
I wasn't going to judge. I'm like, just do you, boo.
To be honest with you, it's kind of like a scone, right? So you kind of scones, you can take next level, you can do it, put whatever you want in there. Same thing with this dish as well. I've got some caramelized onions, so you pass that on. Yeah. And then you can spoon that inside there.
All of it?
There we go, all of it, all of it. And I like the fact that you actually cook the onions before they go in, but also onions are going to stay pungent and like a little too raw. And it permeates through the dough, and that's what it all becomes.
So a lot of flavour.
A lot of flavour. Then you can actually pour the amasi for me.
Okay.
Or actually, I'll tell you what, you can turn the dial on that and I'll pour from this side.
Okay, perfect.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Because I'm a lefty. There we go.
All right.
Hit it.
How much should I go slower?
That's cool, like that. All right, keep on going. It's gonna start forming a dough. And what you wanna do right now, we've got the salt in there already. Keep on mixing it up. All that flour is gonna get absorbed by the liquid, and you're gonna end up with a beautiful dough like this.
Wow, this baby's fancy.
Hey, it is, right? So this is the dough. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start it on the stew first before we get to that. To the stew, I've got some chunky carrots and some leeks in there. Keep the vegetables nice and chunky because this is gonna cook for about 3 hours.
For a while, hey.
3 hours, okay.
Right.
Over here, let's talk about this magic. I've got some oxtail.
Yes.
But
which you browned.
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually roasted it off, but do it in the pot as well, doesn't matter.
Okay.
To kind of go with the oxtail, we've got some marrow bones.
I love marrow bones.
It's 10 Rand.
Dude.
For a kilogram of marrow bones. But the joy that you get.
So good. Bless Tata Madiba.
So we're actually going to, like I said, it's 10 Rand a kg, but the goodness is inside that bone. That's all that marrow is inside.
And it's also healthy.
It is so good for your hair, for your skin, for your nails.
Yeah.
Get that in there with the oxtail. A lot of people are like, when I'm done, I discard the bones. No, you don't. Be honest. You find yourself a corner and you just love on it. Absolutely. So get all that in there.
Love on that bone.
Yeah, flip. But you do roast them. Roasting them brings out maximum flavor out of the bones, out of the oxtail. And that way you don't actually have to use beef stock at all.
Yeah.
Just use water.
Wow, okay.
But I want to take it, we're going crazy today. So, to that.
So you can't just use water?
Yeah, don't buy beef stock. Essentially, this is what they used to make beef stock.
With, yeah.
Exactly, so you got it right there. To this, some tomato sauce. Sorry, tinned tomatoes.
Yeah.
In. Herbs. Super delicious. Just chuck it in there.
What are those?
That's rosemary.
Okay.
That's thyme. Baileys. It's nice and chunky, so you can fish it out in the end. Worcester sauce.
Nice.
Yeah. And water. And you'll season it as you go. Be careful not to season it too much in the beginning because that sauce is going to reduce. Yes. So it's going to end up being extremely salty in the end.
Oh, you're right. So, you're right.
As we learned yesterday, you can either do that stovetop or do it in the oven. But this is so heavy. Because it's done. Okay, 3 hours in the oven. All that fat that's on the top is actually not really fat. It's from the marrow. Yeah. But I done added some green beans.
Wow.
Right, so don't skim that fat off. Keep the fat, all right?
Yeah.
Let me get this knife.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I see you. I see what you're about to do now.
Top it on top of your dish.
On top of the dish, okay.
All this bread is going to absorb all that marrow.
That fat floating on the top.
Right. Mandela Day is once a year.
I know.
It's okay.
Do it for Mandela Day.
Do it for Mandela Day. So this is our dish. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this bad boy in the oven.
Yeah.
But I want you guys to have this fresh and hot at the table at the end of the show. You've got to.
I love you for this.
You've got to. And that's our dish.
That's amazing.
Right. There we go.
Okay.
I'm going to keep on topping it, go into the oven, and at the end of the show, you'll see the finished product.
I love that I can see that cheese and that caramelized onion.
You can, and you're going to taste it later.
You're off. So this is great for the midweek, and it's a great recipe to just have on hand that you have to try at home. So to do that, SMS Clover to 33650 to get this recipe sent to you. And if you need a little reminding of the beautiful steps to this recipe, watch this.
Made with love by Clover.